Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be showing you a bit of a close-up of one of my shelves. I'm going to be showing you my shelf which has my toner and my one Jean doll on it. I've been wanting to make more videos like this where I just show off bits of my collection and talk more about each thing I have. So this is the first video in this series, so I'm very excited that I'm finally able to record this. So let's jump into it now! So here I've got these 5 dolls. This one here is the Jean doll and all of these other 4 are toners. Over here I also have a little stuffed puppy I bought and a little Sydney doll, but we won't be talking about the Sydney in this video. Then over here I just have this container where I have all of their clothes. So we're going to start over here with the Jean doll, and she just really gives me Marilyn Monroe vibes. Like, she's really pretty. I actually got her at America's thrift store like about a year ago, and I got her for only like, I think she was $7.99, which is an amazing deal. She was a little bit dirty, but I cleaned her up and I think she's in pretty good condition now. But she's very pretty and she's my first Jean doll. I actually just discovered Jean when I went to the first ever doll show I went to back in May of 2023, and I remember thinking about possibly getting one, but I decided not to, then regretted it even later that week. So I was finally able to get one, and she's wearing a dress that I got from a lady on not Instagram, from a lady over on SD called That's So Nana Boutique. I'll put the name of their shop right here, and she actually made the outfits that all 4 of these dolls are wearing. Everyone except this doll here. And then over here is my Tyler Wentworth doll. She's the one of the more basic ones. She's got a slightly darker complexion than all the other dolls here, and she's got dark brown hair and blue eyes. I think she's got a really pretty face, and her hair is very pretty. I don't want to get her out to show it now, but I'll show it in the end of the video. But she's wearing this beautiful suit by the same lady I just talked about, and her stuff is so cool. Like, she comes with a little hat that I'll put here. Very, very cute. But she's like one of the most basic toner dolls, and I believe that she's one of the earliest too. But Tyler Wentworth's really cool. And then over here we have who I think is the second coolest toner doll I have. She was actually my first ever toner doll, and I got her literally I purchased her a week before the pandemic started. But her name is, sorry my flashing out, but her name is Breathless Fashion Lily Namood. I'm gonna put the name of it here. I don't know what way it is, but that's what she is. And I actually purchased her, like I said, back before the pandemic started, and I remember being in lockdown when I unboxed her, and I love her so much. She's my first ever toner doll. Oh, I'm so sorry, Tyler. Oh no, Grace. But she's my first ever one, and I just love her face so much. I think she's got such soft features. She's so sweet. I named her Kayla. You know, I have that Smart Doll character named Kayla. Well, she was Kayla before I had my Smart Doll Kayla. But she's wearing a Christmas dress here. Grace is also wearing a Christmas outfit. But she's so cute, and I think she's pretty unique. I know that she has a removable wig, which I think is really cool, but she came with this blonde one, and I really like it, so I don't think she'll be getting a new one anytime soon. Let me set Grace up. Here Grace is. She's a very well-known doll. You know, she's made by, she's a toner doll, but she's also kind of made by Rachel Hoffman. I don't really know how to explain that story, but we all know that toner, that company, very sadly they went out of business, but shortly after that, Rachel Hoffman, I don't know if she partnered with Robert Toner or what exactly happened, but I know that she helped bring us these Grace dolls, and we got our Ella ones back, and they now just recently have released Grace's sister, who's going to be able to be purchased pretty soon, which is very exciting. But I actually started watching Rachel Hoffman's YouTube channel pretty much as soon as I got this doll here. So I started watching her, I believe, in a little before I got my first toner doll, actually. So it would have been February of 2020, and that was before all of the cool stuff happened. This was way before she'd released Grace. But I just remember thinking that was how I discovered toner dolls, was actually through her, and I loved her channel, and it was really cool because as time went by, I got to see, you know, the virtual doll convention, and I got to hear about these toner dolls, and I wanted one of her Graces so bad. But that was before I had a job, and the only income I had at that point was being able to do things on the farm. But even then, that didn't come along more until a little bit later, so I didn't really have a way to make tons of money to purchase a doll. But I did want a Grace really bad, and I always told myself that eventually I would get one. But then back in November of last year, so November of 2023, I was at the Atlanta Doll Collectors show, and someone had one, and she was a bit of a expensive price. She was, I think, about $350, which I think, like, honestly, that's pretty good for Grace dolls, because it's really hard to purchase them, especially for a decent price, when Rachel doesn't have them for sale. So I just decided I would get her because she is really pretty, and I do love this wig on Grace. Her eyebrows are brown though, so I would honestly too want to see what she looks like in a brown wig, but I do really love this Grace, and her body is so much more articulated and higher quality than these bodies here. But just love my Grace, and I do want to get some clothes from her from Rachel when she releases more stuff again. I know that they're talking about because the subscription box is coming to an end in June, so I'm hoping that soon she'll release another one and I can get on it. Really, really excited about that. I still badly want to be a member of Club Grace, but having my Grace doll, who I just love, has made that such more close to being reality. And I mean, I might hop on her website soon, because she has that little like cowgirl dress that's on sale, and my Grace would look so good in one of those. And then over here I have my most recent toner doll, who I probably did like the least amount of thought in buying her versus the others. Trying to like turn her head with one hand, but it's a little difficult. So there's this doll shop that I went to a few times, like growing up and stuff, and it's called Dolls and Stuff, and it used to be in Sister Circle, Georgia, but unfortunately it closed, like so many doll shops are nowadays. And it's really sad, because that was actually where I got my Masterpiece doll, and I'm actually kind of shocked that like I didn't purchase toner dolls from there before, because I knew she always had a few. But she had this doll, and she had a blonde one very similar to my Tyler, and I went there like I think it was like on the last day before it closed, and I knew I was going to take at least one doll home with me, and I took another one. But I was looking at the toner dolls, and I was like, you know what, this one here is really pretty, and I'm just going to go ahead and take her home. She has this beautiful blue dress, which I absolutely love. I would love to put this dress on Tyler, but I don't have a character or anything for her decided quite yet, and I would love to do that. Poor girl doesn't even have a name, and I would love to redress her. But that's my doll collection. I don't have much else to say about them, except these two's faces are pretty similar. Her eyes are smaller than Tyler. I just called this one Tyler. And then over here, Kayla and Grace both kind of have similar eyes, but I just love how Kayla's lips are pinker and Grace's are more of an orangey color. I think that's really some good detail. Love my toners, and I also love my Jean. I just feel like the toner dolls are like the closest size comparison to Jean, and they can for the most part wear the same clothes, so I like to keep them on a shelf over here together. And then, oh no, so sorry girl. And then where is she? My Sydney who fell. I like to keep her up here as well, because I feel like she can really be a little sister to these guys. I like to pretend that my Jean doll, who I've named Jan, is actually the older sister to this girl here. I actually am working on a story for all my dolls. My story for Jan is that she's like a lady growing up in like the 40s, and she wants to be an occupational therapist. That was occupational therapy and all that stuff was very different then, and it was used for different stuff, because back then it was really big in helping soldiers who like returning from war, and helping them get their lives back together and stuff, which is absolutely love that. Just learning that side of occupational therapy makes me love the career that much more. So my story for Jan is that that's her, and she's one of those girls, and she's just finished school and all of that. And then over here, Tyler, so I've kept the name Tyler, but she's not really the Tyler character. Like for me, this girl wants to be a model. Kayla's just my character, Kayla. Grace, of course, is the Grace character, from Rachel and them. I really want to look up more into the virtual doll convention and all of that stuff. Then this girl literally doesn't even have a name, so I do need to get on that. But, okay, so here's a question. When I make all these videos about, like, the different kinds of dolls, I'll be answering these questions probably more as the series goes on and I think of them. But the question is, will I be buying more Jean dolls or anytime soon? Okay, so I do love my Jean, but I don't necessarily have, like, an itch to get tons of them. So I'm gonna have to say I will be getting more Jeans, but I won't be getting any more anytime soon unless I can get them for a super good deal, or like I thrift them. And then when it comes to toner dolls, so I do kind of want to I do kind of want to get Grace's little sister Anne, but I like both versions, but I really do like the brown-haired version of Anne. But right now there's some other dolls I think I'd get instead, so I do plan to get Anne, but it's not going to be right away. And as far as other toner dolls go, I would like another toner doll, but they are more expensive dolls. So like the average one I think is over like $100, and they can go up into the 100s. I'm talking about like these Robert toner dolls like this. And I'll say, maybe if I find one that's beautiful, I fall in love with, I will get her. But for the most part, I'm saying no. At least not for a while. Now, Ella ones, I want an Ella one. I just gotta find one I love, but I want an Ella one with brown hair. I'm thinking about it, but at the same time, I'm like, well, you know, Element's more expensive too, and I do want one, but I could just save up a little more and get a smart doll, so I don't know about that. So I already told you guys that I started collecting toners in March of 2020, like, literally ordered this girl, like, 2 days before the pandemic started, and she arrived during the pandemic. Like, I always do, like, especially this girl, I kind of associate her with that time, because during that scary time and all the stuff that was going on, like, this is right when that stuff started to happen, I had her to cheer me up and get me through it, and she sat by me a lot of the times while I did my schoolwork on the computer, so that's a very nice memory. And when it comes to clothing, I would definitely like to get more clothes for them. I'm planning on getting stuff off Etsy. I do love a lot of the clothes made for them, but a lot of them are a little more expensive than I'd like to pay, other than the stuff by Rachel. I do want to get those. I want to be a part of the subscription soon. But as far as other clothes go and things that aren't from the Virtual Doll website, most toner clothes I'm thinking about getting will be off Etsy. And I'm not opposed to getting like real toner doll clothing. It's just more expensive, and I think the stuff on Etsy is just as cute. And that's just my personal opinion on it. But do whatever you like. Both kinds of clothes for these dolls are beautiful, and they're really cool. So what other questions could I answer about these guys in my Q&A? Not much else more I can say, but if you have any toner dolls, please let me know. Please comment below. Tell me which ones you have, when you got them. What's your favorite toner doll? What toner dolls are you thinking about getting? And if you don't collect toner dolls, tell me some dolls you do collect. And as far as this series goes, let me know what toy collection or doll collection you would like me to talk about next, and I'll highly consider making that video. And I'm sure if I don't make it right now, I'll make it soon. But talk to me in the comments, leave me a comment, and well, that's all I got. So I think I'm going to let you guys go for now, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful, kind, fun, and blessed doll-filled day. See you next time, y'all. Hey y'all, it's me again. It's Future Katie from the next day, and when I was watching this video really quick to see if it was ready and if I can go ahead and publish it, I realized I forgot to show you guys the back of Tyler's hair, so I'm going to show you guys that now. Here it is. Look at how pretty it is, like the braid on top. That's so cute. That's one of the reasons why I decided to get this doll. This is actually like when I was getting Kayla, this was another doll that I remembered seeing, and I was like, if I really like Kayla, I might want to get a second toner. And it was really cool that this Tyler was there at that doll show, and I was able to pick her out and take her home. But another thing that I was going to say is maybe sometime soon I can make another toner and jean video, because I mean, they're just like associated together with me. But I would love to make a video where I do a dress up, especially since, you know, 2 of them, we can maybe even say 3, are in like holiday outfits, and it's the middle of summer now. So I think a dress up would be very warranted, especially when I can get some more clothes for them. So for real now, y'all, goodbye. See you next time. Maybe watch more of my videos.